the Hungarian announcement that they will vote on Finnish ratification next week. Finland and Sweden applied for NATO membership together, and all NATO allies invited Finland and Sweden to join our alliance at our summit last year. But of course, the most important thing is that both Finland and Sweden become members as soon as possible, not that they join exactly at the same time. We welcome the progress which is now made on finalizing the ratification of Finland, and we will continue to work hard. It will be a top priority to ensure that also Sweden will become a full member in the near future. President Putin invaded Ukraine with the declared goal of having less NATO in Europe. He is getting exactly the opposite. There will be more NATO in Europe, demonstrated by the fact that both Finland and Sweden applied and are invited to become full members. And when Finland joins, NATO's border with Russia will more than double, with 1,300 kilometers more border between NATO and Russia. Finland and Sweden are already in a much better position now than before you applied, because when you were invited, you got a new status in our relationship with NATO. Finland and Sweden participate at NATO meetings, sit at the NATO table, are integrating into NATO's civilian and military structures. Many allies have given security assurances to both Finland and Sweden. So it's absolutely inconceivable that there will be any threat against Finland or Sweden without NATO reacting. I look very much forward to having you as full members. I hope that can happen very, very soon. And then we'll continue to work hard to also get Sweden in as soon as possible. So welcome to both of you. It's great to have you here, and please back up.
Thank you, Secretary General Stoltenberg. Dear Jens, thank you for receiving us again here in the NATO headquarters, and we feel always very warm when we come here for your support, what you have showed us during the way, actually personally taking part even to the tripartite meeting, last tripartite meeting here in Brussels between Finland, Sweden and Turkey. And I think all our efforts are really appreciated in Finland. We had last week, Friday, a visit with our President Niinistö to Ankara, and we heard from President Erdogan his commitment now to send our application to be ratified in the Turkish parliament. We, of course, welcomed very much that decision, and we have also heard from Hungary that they plan now to process with the ratification in the Hungarian parliament. So we hope that this process is now very rapid, both in Turkey and in Hungary, and then things can be processed also here in NATO rapidly. As you rightly said, we feel in Finland that Sweden is our closest partner. We applied together the NATO membership, and we hope to achieve the goal to be members of NATO before the Vilnius summit together with Sweden. We feel that our membership is not complete until Sweden is part of the NATO as well. And we also want to thank all countries that gave their security assurances during this period when we applied for the NATO membership. Finns are very security-oriented people, and we are very thankful for those countries that have been guaranteeing our safety during the application process. Thank you.
Thank you, Jens. Secretary General, during the recent days, we've taken important steps in our path to NATO, and we are pleased with the process and pleased with especially with the progress of our process. So things are moving now to the good direction. Of course, we've hoped also that Sweden would be coming in at the same time, but maybe it's not possible now, but the sooner the better. So we have to work hard to get Sweden in as soon as possible. Finland has a strong defense, and we are a provider of security in Northern Europe, and we see that this will be a win-win. Joining NATO is good for Finland, but joining NATO is good for Finland, but it's good for NATO as well, and that's the same in Sweden as well. So we have to work with this also. So I'm looking forward for good discussions with you, Secretary General. Thank you. And one more thing, thank you for good support during the process. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me move on.